Hello and welcome back to another quick Simpro update video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a slight change to an automatic trigger for your PDF forms. So this one's a big one. We've been waiting for this for a while. So let's jump in and take a look. So normally when we're inside of a quote, at the moment we've got our status as quote to be completed. Normally what happens is we're like, great, quote's completed. We've put all of our materials and labor in, scope of works. We go over to the forms, we've got our quote description form, might be itemized, doesn't matter, but it's the brackets PDF ones that we're using. What happens is when we open up this form, when we have a look, it generates this form, and we go, okay, no worries, that looks good. And then when we close this, what happens is we can see that the status now changes to quote sent to client. Now, this is not what we want because all we did was view the quote. We haven't sent it to the customer. We haven't actually emailed it to them, so we don't want that to change the status. So the new feature that we've got now is if we go into system setup here, normally what you would have done under automatic triggers is for this setting here that's a quote has been emailed or printed, we'd have to actually just take that status out if you're using the default PDF forms. You wouldn't have anything in there. So now what you can do is add in this status quote sent to client, and then we can go over to form setup. Under just the general, which you'll be in by default, we can go to PDF viewer options and you'll see a new option here, print automatic trigger. So you can either trigger on view or email of PDF. Now that was the previous setting. The new one that we've got is trigger only on email of PDF. So now we can do that and hit save. So this was our old one, quote sent to client. I've now got another one here that's quote to be completed. And you'll see what happens is now, if we actually open up this PDF and we have a look and we go, no worries, that's great. You'll now see that it stayed as the status quote to be completed because we haven't actually sent the quote. We've just viewed it. We haven't sent it to the client. We don't want a status change. We might have just been viewing it to see how it's going to produce, see if we needed to shorten our scope of works at all, make that a bit shorter so it fits onto one page, something like that. So now what will happen is we can use this form. When we actually go to send this, we can see now the status changes to quote sent to client, which is exactly the way we want it to function. Now, we always recommend to use custom forms anyway. That way you've got some customizability in terms of editing letterheads and colors, changing the way the tables look, lots of formatting things. There's multiple benefits. Digital acceptance as well is another one. But for those of you who are just using the PDFs, you don't need too much fancy or any custom forms. This is a great setting that we've been asking for a long time, and they've finally brought it out. So hopefully you now know that that setting is there. If you're using the PDF forms, go and turn it on, change that setting. There's no reason why you'd want it to say that it's been sent when you've just viewed it. So definitely recommend jump into that form setup there and change that settings. And we'll see you in the next video.